Good afternoon, everybody. This is Brian Dewhurst bringing you your mid-April market update. And the title of the video is Will the Market Be Spooked? It's Friday the 13th, so obviously we'll play on words. Just wanted to have some fun today. It's Friday, and the sun is out in Iowa, which has not happened quite often this spring. So we are ready. All right, let's dive in. The S&P 500 year to date down 0.64, Nasdaq up 2.94, Dow Jones down 1.5, 1.45 actually. Gold is up 3.19, which is almost a double from the last time we talked to you just 2 weeks ago. We'll dive into that. And Bitcoin as of close today, which doesn't really close, but as of right now, down 44.99 for the year. It's made up quite a bit of ground actually since the last time we spoke to you. So let's see what we're looking at on the S&P 500. This is a weekly chart, so a little more zoomed in than we normally start with. Because we're doing the mid-April video, I wanted to show a weekly chart. And you can see this red in here, and you see our 8-day kind of starting to roll over the 21-day moving average, but the market is kind of stabilized a little bit this week. So this is what I drew a circle here. I thought this would help as we describe the charts. This is what we're kind of looking for to start a new trend. You know, you got two green arrows. It's kind of bouncing off that bottom bumper, telling us it's going to revert to the white line. Our green dots are picking back up, blue candles, that type of thing. This indicator down here is going from red to yellow to teal. That's what we're looking at for a sentiment change. And that's really what we're looking for on the weekly chart here is a blue candle to go above the moving averages, for these red dots here to stop, and for this red to turn to yellow and to teal. So it's going to take a couple weeks, but that's what we're looking for towards the end of April, hopefully, as the market continues to progress here. Lots of stuff in the headlines. I didn't pull any data or pictures through for the video itself today, but obviously former FBI Director Comey is writing a book and wants to tell everybody about it, and air Washington's dirty laundry. And yeah, we've had some rambunction in the Middle East as tensions seem to be picking up there in regards to Iran and Syria and all the different players involved with that, Israel and Saudi Arabia. So just a lot of tension in the market. Not only that, we are headed into earnings season as we wrap up the first quarter and all the financials. So there's a lot going on as always. Now to the monthly chart, we're still blue candles up here. I circled it with the blue candles above the white line. Still very bullish long-term trend, but obviously you can see the waning now start to begin, and definitely trying to be more cautious. But we're just going to have to continue to monitor this situation. So with that, S&P 500 again on a little different indicator, still green candles there. And then the last one I wanted to show here are moving averages as we see price break through this slower or the faster, shorter term moving averages. We see this has happened before and we still stayed on trend. So we can expect this type of volatility in regards to longer term trends. So nothing has changed as we view the market for the long term. What we mean by long term is typically investing over a 5 to 10 year period. So again, like we said, we're going to monitor this as well. Wanted to highlight gold here and highlight the chart again. This is on a monthly. This is GLD, the ETF that tracks gold. Still more blue candles above the white line, super bullish. And as we look in here, we've got all 6 green dots firing, and we're still on increasing teal bars down here. So all these 3 indicators working together are telling us we should be open to higher prices in gold. We saw that in the return last video. Gold year to date was about 1.7. Today we're about 3.1. So a nice almost 1.5% pickup there in the last 2 weeks in gold, and we should expect that to have more bullish sentiment if we can extrapolate out this chart. So gold is looking very, very bullish there. Silver looks bullish as well. I didn't pull that chart in, but they trade typically in tandem over the long term. So with that, on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin has gone up quite a bit in the last 2 weeks, coming off of the 6,400 low there, new low, or lower low from where we were trending, and has popped back up, touched over 8,000 at one point. We've kind of pulled back a little bit. So that's kind of what we're looking at with Bitcoin. But we saw that back here. We had a green arrow come off the low, blue candles, and it kind of faded So I still think we're, in a downturn trend, but I think it's definitely a bullish sentiment and a bullish signal here. I captured this on a different chart. This is Bitcoin breaking through the 200-day, the solid blue line, breaking through the 200-day moving average on the daily chart. So that's incredibly bullish. Although we've seen that before, you see it here and then here, and we faded that. So it doesn't mean that the worst is over, but it's definitely a bullish sign to see that come to life. And I think as tax season wraps up here, I think that also had a pretty big impact on Bitcoin with the futures introduction and then people having to pay capital gains on Bitcoin. So with the reporting increasing from the government and 1099s being issued by Coinbase, I think that definitely had a weight on the cryptocurrency market. So we'll continue to watch that. That's our update for today. I hope we have a safe and nice weekend on Friday the 13th. And again, we'll just continue to update you in the markets as we see them. And please, again, if you have questions or want to see how this impacts your overall plan, we'd be more than happy to speak with you. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situations, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational purposes and is not to be construed as a solicitation or an offer to buy or sell a security or any other related financial instruments. Nor should any of the content be taken as investment advice. Any of the opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice, and Uncommon Wealth Partners LLC is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Uncommon Wealth Partners LLC and its respected officers and associates or clients may have an interest in the securities or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Uncommon Wealth Partners does not accept any liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. We recommend that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision.